Okay, class, once again, good afternoon. Before we will begin our discussion for this afternoon, let's have a prayer first. Can I call Maurice to lead the prayer for this afternoon?
Good good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Maurice.
Okay. Let's bow down our heads in the presence of God. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Um, Lord God, please help us to understand this lesson. May we have understanding. May may we understand what Mom Maria and other apostles will discuss for today. And thank you for all the blessings that you have given us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Done na, Mom.
Okay, thank you, Maurice, for the prayer. So once again, good afternoon, class. Good afternoon, Ma'am Diane. Good afternoon, FS students. Can I ask Roanne? Roanne, please monitor your classmates for the attendance.
Yes, ma'am.
And for the previous assessment about facial expressions chart, so nakapasa na ba ang tanan ato? How was the assessment? Nalipay ba mo or unsa kay daghan ba kay mo reklamo ha?
Wala, Ma'am.
Minus points.
Awkward lang kayo.
Bawa din minus.
Uy, bilis
Awkward
na.
lang, ma'am.
Wala, may na
Awkward.
may sad na reaction, Ma'am. Kay murag cute.
Katawaran kay kayo inyong ano no, ang mga face angry.
Ma'am.
Oh my God. Lain na yung lawa to eh.
Kikatawan lang.
Uy, wala, uy. Uy, wala gud ko nagkatawa ato.
Baka wala
gud ko
namin nagpasa,
nagkatawa.
ma'am.
Nagpakaulaw, biya.
Uy, sayang. Uy, wala, uy. Dako ba mo grades ato? And tapos,
Basta para sa grades lang, ma'am.
bitaw,
Ang
uy.
sad na
And
reaction
katong,
daw. Nakasabot.
and sa ano ninyo, performance task, good job everyone. Nakita jud na ko ano nga naning kamot mo maski nag nag-reading from a manuscript but at least they try their best. And sa mga wala pa kapasa, mag-storya lang ta later after sa discussion, okay? Sige. Sige, mag-start na ta. So, before we will start our discussion for this afternoon, let's have a review first. So, last week or the other last week, we discussed the principles of speech delivery. So, again, can someone recall the principles of speech delivery?
Katong 5, Ma'am.
Oo, katong na topic last week and last week. Katong pinakasugod yun. Okay, Mark?
So, ano ma'am, so the principles of speech delivery are, number one, we have the articulation, which is yung how we pronounce a word, or the grammar. And also the second one is the modulation, which is yung tongue twister, ma'am, which is we use yung we did, ma'am, katong niaging previous synchronous class. Third principle of speech delivery is the stage presence. Ikapat, ma'am, is the facial expressions, gestures, and movement. And the last, ma'am, is the audience rapport, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Mark, for the answers. So, the previous topics is all about articulation, modulation, stage presence, and um, facial expressions, gestures, and movements. So this afternoon, we're going to discuss the fifth and last principle, which is the rapport with the audience and delivering a speech. So I will introduce to you the our FS students. Ma'am, Ma'am Jen and Ma'am Eliza will going to discuss the report with the audience and delivering a speech. So Ma'am Jen, you may now take the floor.
Right. Hi, class. By the way, my name is Eliza Pantojan, and I'm as well an FS student at University of Mindanao Matina campus. I'm 21 years old, and I took up the course of Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English, and I will be one of your teacher for today's discussion. So, are we good with that? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. So
Yes, ma'am.
before I proceed to the discussion, I just need to implement this classroom rules that I have. Let me see here. Yes. Okay, so these rules, guys, absolutely it applies to our topic today. So we need to be mindful of these rules. So in the whole duration of this class, I want you to really take part in our lesson. So gusto ko na involved tanan. And I know this section pretty well. Every one of you is very participative and I know that. So no one should be an outcast. Everyone should participate. So the first rule is respect each other. So everyone respect is two-way street. So if you give respect, then you will receive it. So whenever someone is talking in front of you, you need to avoid doing unnecessary noises or avoid unnecessary things like browsing on your phones or chit chatting. Okay, diba? If you are in front of the audience, ma-offended ka, diba? So let's respect each other. Listen attentively. Listening is also giving respect. So it means that you really care about your grades, you really care about the discussion, and along with the discussion, I also randomly ask questions and ask for your opinion. So you better not sleep because mag-question jud ko. Raise your hand. Do not answer in chorus. We need to achieve synchronization. And we also have this raise hand button below. So you can always use that if you have questions, suggestion, answers, or opinions. And open your camera. I really wanted to see your faces, class, so that it will be more exciting or interactive for us to learn the topic. Mute yourself. So if you do not have anything to say, then just mute yourself to avoid unnecessary background noises that could disturb the class. And pero if I want to hear respond like yes or no, guys, tubag lang sad mo. Ha? Kay para dili pud kaayo gloomy ang atong discussion. And participate actively. I know na kamo gyud ang kanang murag na ilhan ako na section na grabe jud ka nang ka participative, bright kaayo mo, like intelligent kayo mo, wala na koy mas say. Kaya nag-observe mi sa inyo ha this past few weeks, and I know that very kuan jud mo kaning auto participative kayo mo. Anyways, I know you have learned a lot from the previous lesson discussed by Ma'am Ada this past few weeks about the different principles of speech delivery. So those are, let me just repeat, the proper articulation and modulation, good stage presence, proper facial expression, gestures, and movements. And the last topic under this principle of speech delivery is the establishing of rapport with the audience. I know, guys, na you're familiar of what rapport is, correct? Am I right? Can I hear a yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Ay,
Not
wala pa
really,
mo
ma'am.
naka-familiar. Okay, so that's fine. No sweat, guys. This topic is just very short and easy. So, chill lang ta rin na lesson. Just listen, learn, and participate. So, I actually prepare a short activity. But before we proceed to that, may I ask you a question? Na quick question, and I will give you 5 points if you can answer this. So, are you ready? Uy, nanay nag-raise of hand. Wala pa gani ko kapangutanay. Nga na siya ka ano. Nga na siya ka bright. So, si Justin Mocha. So, this will be an impromptu question for you since you raised your hand before I answer I give you the question. Okay, for you, Justin. Are you there? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Am I
Okay.
audible po?
Yes, you are. You're
Sige.
very confident, huh? So, this question is for you. How do we successfully prepare and deliver a speech? So I will give you time. About all of us have different ways and different strategies on preparing an effective speech. So what is yours? Can you share
Okay.
it?
How do we successfully prepare and actually, um,
Hello? Dadong.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
an impromptu question. So first, I successfully prepare and deliver a speech because I do some strategies. First, I practice some. Ma'am, am I audible po?
Yes, I can hear you.
Uh,
You're
yung
audible.
signal po kasi.
Oh, that's fine. You can take your time.
Okay. Again, I repeat. I successfully prepare and deliver a speech, because yeah, like what I've said kanina ni Ma'am, that we have our own perspective strategies. But my strategies is that first I prepare myself to be confident enough. I always try myself to be productive all the time, because as a speaker you will be the one who will influence everybody, who will motivates everybody. And also, as a speaker also, or yeah, as a speaker, your speech must really relevant all the time, because if um, you always state something and people can't relate it about, so people your speech is not good enough or adequate. So I prepare as much as possible, and I prepare those things that I can, and so that during the speech, during the speech time, or yeah, I can deliver my goal, I can deliver the target, what is my topic all about. That is well.
All right, that's a very good answer. Di ba si Justin man to? Justin Mocha. I already write your name here, so I will give you 5 points. Your answer is really correct, jud siya, no? Like if you are not preparing, then you are preparing to fail. So tama tong ingon nimo na you are the influencer when you are the speaker. So ikaw ang naga-influence og good vibes, ikaw naga-influence of confidence. So you must have that confidence yourself because ikaw ang speaker and you're the superstar of your speech. So ikaw ang gina-look up sa tanan. So preparing is also preparing to be successful in the speech. So that's a really good answer, Justin. So any other hand from this section? Can I have a raise of hand? Kinsa pa ang gusto? Ay, si Rowan. Okay, I can see Rowan and John Maurice. You can go ahead and John Maurice, pagkahuman ni Rowan, ikaw mag-answer, okay?
Ma'am.
Okay. Go ahead.
Sa'yo na, ma'am.
Ay, kato gihapon na question. If you are willing to answer that question,
Ay.
your way is to deliver a successful speech, an effective speech.
The way that I could the way I could deliver a speech efficiently and successfully is by
Mm-hmm.
wait ma'am, ma'am, by rehearsing it, ma'am. And
Mm-hmm.
if ma'am, if the copy is already given, ma'am, ahead of time, I already practice it before na nagawin yun, para dili ko kayo po
Mm-hmm.
ma-tense, ma'am. And para po
Mm-hmm.
ma'am, kana lesser ang mali na mahitabo, ma'am, when I'm um nagaano sa speech, ma'am. And katong
Mm-hmm.
ma'am, kana I also relax myself, ma'am, so that I can
Mm-hmm.
focus, ma'am. And I maintain eye contact with the audience, ma'am, um so that I can deliver the speech very well, ma'am. And that's all. Thank you.
Definitely, that's very excellent. So, pareho nang gihimo niya karon, nag-deliver siya og kaning ay speech, 'di ba? It's impromptu. So, wala pa siya nag-prepare ato ha. Unsa na lang kaya mag-prepare siya, mag-rehearse siya, 'di ba? And that is really great not to prepare, especially if you look yourself into the mirror kanang mag-rehearse ka in front of the mirror so that you can see what your gestures, your movement. And then on that day of kanang presentation, dili na ka makulbaan because you know what to do. Okay? So that is really good answer from kinsa kay ito si John Maurice, di ba to?
Rowan, ma'am.
Tama ba ko?
Ma'am,
Ay,
Rowan.
Rowan, ma'am.
sorry. Huy, Rowan. Okay, Rowan. So I will put your name here, Rowan. So, kabalo ko guys no I
Yes,
mean
ma'am.
class na you have a lot of kinsa pa man si Mark Joseph. Kinsa man tong ay,
Ako,
di
ma'am.
ba
Ako
napamatay
sunod,
isa?
ma'am.
Yes, okay. Okay, Maurice, go. Go ahead.
How do we successfully prepare and deliver a speech? Aside sa ilang gipangingon, ma'am, na like mag-rehearse and i-prepare mong self. Yes, it is important now we have to prepare ourselves, ma'am, para dili ta nervous if not at a stage. But I think it's not all about the pronunciation or how we pronounce the grammar, the words, ma'am. It's not all about the grammar, ma'am, but we also
Mm-mm.
have to establish a connection between our audience, ma'am. Like we have to look to our audience, ma'am, para dili sila ma-offend, mapara si mong ingon ganina, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. Yes, tama. Mhm.
that's all, ma'am.
Yes, that is all about building the connection na, and that will really mao na tong storyahan karon kana imong ginaingon Maurice na we need to build the connection because unsaon man ang ano how lagi kaayo ka mo pronounce how kay ka mo English pero ang imuhang mga ano dira audience dira kay wala kasabot sa imo ha, so where's the connection, what's the point of talking in front of the audience tapos dili ka nila masabtan. So that is really a great idea, no Maurice, thank you so much for that. So, Mark Joseph, go ahead.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
So good afternoon, everyone. So the question that was given in me is, how do we successfully prepare and deliver a speech? And I have a quote for this one. Actually, it was on the PowerPoint of Mom Jelvish, if I'm not wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So it is basically means that if you're prepared enough, the outcome of this will be great. But if you're not prepared, di ba, the outcome will not as good, di ba? Or pwede na bad effect ang kinalabasan nito. Okay, the things that I do on myself to be prepared on delivering my speech is actually the communicative strategies that we have that we discussed in our last discussion. Ito'y tinatawag na interactional communication. I know it's not interactional, and interpersonal communication. So entrepreneurs communication, because I know some of you would thought that communication is only involved of two people, but it's not that one. Entrepreneurial communication is something that very close on me because when you're rehearsing my speech, or for example about the reading from manuscript, diba? I always look up in the mirror and always look my face physical appearance. Yeah, physical appearance is very important as well. But the gestures, the facial expressions, and your stage presence as well. And also, when I'm looking my face in front of the mirror, I observe what are the things that I need to improve. What are the things that I need to change to make my speech or to make this more unique, and to gain the audience, because that's why we have this according to purpose, diba? We should consider also the audience, not only ourselves. So with regards on that, we have also to consider when we're doing a speech, for example, yung principles of writing, diba? To write a principles of writing, we have to consider the audience. Like, if this topic is relevant ba sa kanila, if they're gonna relate with this one ba, so you have to do that. You have also to do it. Hindi pwede na you have also you're just preparing on yourself lang. You have to consider the audience, and also your conviction. Conviction is very important when you're delivering a speech. Kasi it makes boring kasi if you just kanang, oh, you're just reading, like kanang really natural coming from you. So you have to have that conviction. Dapat you have to really give them a very persuasive speech, give them a very kind of influence now speech, like to make them listen. Because you cannot control someone's feeling, you cannot control someone's attention. So you have to get their attention. So with that, to make my successful delivery, to make it short, preparing is very important, not only for yourself, the way you look, the stage presence that you have, or the way you present yourself, but also the speech, the purpose. Why are you making this speech, and why do you why are you doing this? What is the purpose of this one? So you have to consider all of those, because yeah, that's it. And nothing is impossible if you have the courage to prepare. And if you are willing to prepare, everything will be worth it and successful as long as you desire yourself to be a successful person. That's all, mom. Thank you.
Wow! Palakpakan na to, guys! Very well said. So, murag, yun ang lesson akong lesson. Ikaw na ang discuss dali, sir. Bitaw, gisum up na niya ang topic no. He mentioned about the communicative strategies na na-apply jud sa na-apply jud niya ang mga lesson ba nato sa principles of speech no. Rehearsal, look for the improvement mo na siya ang pinaka gist dito no. If you see that there is something lacking in your speech when you practice, then that is the one that you should focus mo na imong i-improve no. Very good idea, and mo ano pud ka dapat mangita pa kag more unique, because usahay cliche na kaayo tano usahay kung unsa atong nakasanayan mao lang to perminti ato ang ginahimo. So we should look for more unique, and we should also use always look for the purpose why we are in front of the stage. And it's up to your willingness, your eagerness to look for the purpose and make your speech great. Okay, so thank you so much, Mark. That is an incredible answer. Guys, pero as much as I want to cater all your answer, we really need to proceed to the next topic. Ay, naghan pa makog question po. So, kabalo ko, yung mga ka-bright dira, study lang sana dira ha. I know guys, you wanted to participate because you are very clever, but iko lang sana nato stay put lang sa akin. Napakagdagan questions. Napasay Ma'am Jenny put. Okay, so let's try to proceed to the next to our activity. So maglista ko ha kung kinsa ang nakoy question gihapon ani. So we have an activity. So this is called 4 Picks 1 Word. Are you familiar with this one?
Yes,
Everyone?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so familiar na mo din ako mag-explain. Okay, let's proceed to the next slide. Gusto ko na i-chat ninyo sa GC or sa GC naman noon, sa chat box ang answer ani. What do you think does the pictures portray? And the first slide. Nanay nag-answer. Wait. Okay, nay nag-answer og praise. Kinsa nag-answer og praise? Nay nag-answer og applause, partner, respect. Okay. Right, so the correct answer for that one, guys, is respect. Okay. That's right. So you can see in the picture, di ba, kanang murag nagtahod ang anak sa iyang papa. And that way we can see that it's respect. And respect is very applicable when we are giving a speech. We are respecting the audience and respecting the one who is giving the speech is actually the one that makes our communication positive. So, okay, I have a question. Aside sa akong giingon, why do we need respect? I just need a short answer from you. Okay, Marian, go ahead.
Why we need respect? Because respect is the basic human decency. That's why we really need to respect other people.
Wow, basic human decency. That's right. Very accurate. Oh, 'di ba? So if we have respect, guys, syempre positive po datong lihok. So dili ta makasakit og tao, dili ta maka-offend og tao if we know what respect is. So that is very important. Thank you so much for that, Marian. Okay, kinsa pa na gusto i-share about respect. When it applies to speech na pod. Okay, so I have seen here Wayne. Wayne Alcantara. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Kailangan ay English man, ma'am, no? So, why
No,
do we
no
need
problem.
respect?
Pwede ka magbisaya.
Ay,
Magbisaya lang. Kung ano, okay lang sa'yo.
okay, okay po, ma'am. So, kailangan man jud og respeto, ma'am, para dili jud mag-away jud ang tao kay kung ikaw pod being rude pod sa ila, sila pod masuko pod sa imo. Meaning pod pag sila
Yes.
pod mag-being rude sa tuwa, masuko pod ko sa ila ha, ana gud, ma'am. Kaya
That
magrespetuhan na jud.
tama jud na no. So we always gain respect by giving respect as well to others. So we receive respect, you give respect. Oh, so nga na lang yun siya. It's a two-way street lang, guys. So, okay. How about the next slide? Napa may next slide, diba, Jen? Can we see the next slide? What do you think is the right word for this one? Can you type your answer in the chat box? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's right. Audience. So, di na ako mag-ask question guys sa camera mo. Ano na, daghan pa kayo question unya. So, let's save it for that for next for our next slide. So this focuses on audiences. So since our topic mainly focuses on speech delivery, it is expected now we need to consider the audiences. Mo naging ni Mark ganina no, we need to consider the audiences in all aspect because that is the purpose why you're why you're in that stage. Dili lang kan wala ka dira kay para magpagwapa-gwapa, pa cute-cute. You have audience that would listen to you and you have audience so that you could radiate those words now you wanted to be heard and mo na siya. We need audience. So how about the next one, the next slide? Okay, what is the right word for that? Type it. It's not a person. So clue ni siya, guys. You can build a connection, something like that. La 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 la. Nagunahon na gini si Grizzly, oh. Ken. Focus kayo siya. Sa to? Gamay pa kayo nag-chat. Okay, relate. That's the right word. Relate. So, relate, guys. Syempre, connection. I'm building relationship with the audience. So, that's it. Thank you so much for that cooperation and for all the answer in the chat box. So, guys, we'll proceed mainly to our topic today. So, what is rapport? Okay, so can someone read this for me, please? Can I see a raise of hand? Okay, Albarando, go ahead.
Rapport. A friendly, harmonious connection, especially a relationship characterized by agreement, mutual understanding, or empathy, that makes communication possibly or easy.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, as what I've also implied earlier, the rules I've mentioned earlier, that is also my way to build rapport with you guys so that magkasinabot ta ninyo tanan. And without rapport, we might be having a misunderstanding or miscommunication. That's why I set rules for us to follow the same route. Okay, so rapport is very easy. It's just about relationship, special understanding, mutual bond, empathy, harmony, accord. So without rapport, you would basically not have a relationship at all. So being able to build rapport consciously is therefore extremely useful, no? Kung magtrabaho na ta, kung nata sa eskwelahan, kung nata sa tong balay, that is very useful, guys, because it is how we build connection with the people around us. Okay? So let's put it this way para masabtan pag yun nato. For example, if you wanted to be close to someone, might be your crush, nakay-crush siya, tapos gusto niyo mo siya ma-close, or any person that you admire the most, you really make sure that you will speak the right words to him, to her, right? And you wanted to make sure that you will not burden him or her, you will not make him or her feel upset. You want him to feel at ease, and you wanted to let them know that you're always there for them, right? So whenever they are sad, you wanted to make them feel comforted, na naalang ka dira nasabtan nimo sila, that you care for them, for that way you become closer with each other. So end up, si crush nimo, nauyab nimo, kay imo maging ato. 'Di ba? So that's like building rapport, like dili lang na siya mere ano guys, na jud tay action nimo and to build the rapport, and that really applies also sa delivering a speech no in front of people. If you become very considerate, careful of what you say, and or what you feel about and what you wanted the people feel, and you became sensitive about your actions in front of them. Therefore, I'm sure that you'll be a remarkable speaker. Dili ka nila malimtan because you gave them what they wanted. It's because you just don't speak from your mouth. You speak from your heart as well. Okay? That's great. So, dili na nato magamit atong pagka-conscious og overthinker, guys, para dili nato ma-offend na ato ang audience. So kailangan jud nato maging considerate. So building rapport. Next slide. So can someone read this for me? Okay, Roanne. Human na ba si Roanne? Natawag na ba ni siya ganina? Ay, human naman ka, di ba, be? Okay, Roji. I see a raise of hand from Roji. Go ahead. Sunod si Gerald, ha? Okay. Sinakot kita si Gerald.
Building rapport
Mm-mm.
is establishing a relationship with the audience by engaging them and connecting with them. Having rapport with the audience would get them to enjoy your speech and help them remember your message.
Mm-hmm. Right, correct. So from what you read, Roji, what did you understand from that slide? You're on mute. It's very emotional here.
Ano,
You're mute. Okay.
ano ma'am, ah, having a rapport daw kay mas nice daw ni amin na ID ni mga special benefits ma'am para sa audience para maka-interact pod sila or dili sila ma-feel OP sa imong speech ma'am. So example
Right.
ma'am na
Mm-hmm.
example dapat ang imong speech is dapat dili ka maggamit og mga jargon ma'am na dili nila ma'am na dili
Mm-mm.
nila know ma'am para dili boring ang speech ma'am.
Mm. Yes, thank you so much. So mo to no dili ka magamit og mga jargon kay for example lang imuha pong mga imuhang mga audience kay professional kaayo tapos ikaw kay ang imuhang the way ka mo speech kay murag pang kuan kalsada kaayo ba, so that is not suitable, that is inappropriate, no? So you really need to build a connection. Ikaw ang mag-adjust. Enable for you to build connection with the audience. So as what John Ford said, no, you can speak well if your tongue delivers the message of your heart. Okay? So it's about harmonious connection with the audience and the speaker. So kanang so you should motong ginabalik-balik ganina, you should always know the purpose why you're in that stage. No? Kung naalang baka dira para magstorya-storya lang, kung naalang baka dira para magpa-cute-cute lang ana, no? So don't defeat the purpose. Remember why you are in front of those people. You're speaking to be heard, and remembered you are speaking to leave and sealed a message to them that they will carry in their lifetime. So your words are like swords, no? Powerful kayong words. Kung magtagos na sa ila, you might change someone's life. That's why we need to be considerate of what we say. Okay? Because words are powerful. It could somehow make and break a good relationship with the audience. Okay? So kung dakay na ingon diraan na naka-offend sa audience, then wala na ang rapport, no? Kaning na sila, na-offend na sila. Ah. Si Rowan ba kay kaayo siya? Charot. Sorry lang. Okay, so I have here 8 specific ways to establish rapport. So most of you guys, grabe niyo ka-bright. Oy, murag na-cover na ni ninyo ba? Labi na kay Mark ganina. Na-cover na ni niya na yung 8 specific ways to establish rapport. Char. O tapos ato lang ni siyang ikuan kay need man gihapon nato ni siya i-discuss. So the other half, no, the other half, the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 will be discussed by my student teacher. So I will discuss the first half. So the can someone read, guys, the first slide on the ways to establish rapport? Kinsa man ni Gerald Gonzalez. Gerald
Yes, ma'am.
Gonzalez.
Good afternoon.
Go ahead.
Ways to establish rapport. First, talk to the people before your presentation begins. Introduce yourself as people gather. Ask them about themselves, what they do, and why they are there. And don't forget to smile.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So, what do you understand from this slide? Can I see a raise of hand? Kini kay magawa sa mga bright ani ron. Patay daghan na uy. Wait. Nananaw sa ako. Gerald Gonzalez. Go ahead. Yo girl.
So,
Ay, lalaki.
to establish
Okay.
rapport, ma'am, of course, kailangan you need a you need your audience to know you better more. So you need to introduce yourself and make make establish a connection in with them.
Mm-hmm.
Then ask them why they are here and what ay unsa may purpose nga naa sila dito kay di ba maminaw man sila and dapat kanang imuhang level kanang confidence gani ma'am kay up to the top jud kay
Mm-mm.
mamanay lang first impressions sa imuha. So
Yeah.
kailangan jud ka mag step up then and don't forget to smile.
Mm-mm. Yes, that first impression lasts jud siya, no. So you need to give it all, your best. Especially if kaisa pala kanila makitaan kay that will sum up what they think about you, man good. If you pang paluya-luya lang ka, then that will define you because mo na mo gipakita sa ila ha. Okay, thank you for that, Gerald. Any other hand, guys? Unsa ang specific ninyo himuon enable for you to know the audience, like actual ninyo na pwede mahimo to know the audience well. Okay, can I have a Kirk? Chris, ay, humana maka Kirk. Wait lang ha, mangita sa ako koan. Humana ba ka? Si Francisco, go ahead. Right.
For me, ma'am, I mean, the actual nga ang mahimo niyo mo, ma'am, to interact with the
Mm-mm.
audience, like, make the commitment to ask them about themselves, what they do, and what they are. So, like, and for me, ma'am, like, dili pwede mo ma-ask kung ka ang gusto nga and kung ka ang dili mo gathered imong dili mo ma-gathered ang baka survey mga sa ma'am survey
Mm-mm.
baka survey ba nga ba ang uhaw ang possible things
Yes.
na mag-gather yung para mahimong hang speech.
Yes. Yeah, probably. Tama jud siya guys kay syempre 'di ba if kanang mag-speak ka sa audience kabalo dapat gisadihan jud nimo sa imong mga audience. Tama to siya no. Kinsa to si Francisco. Yes, that's very good answer. If in fact guys we could do audience analysis para sa tong giingon niya na kanang we should always kanang mangita tag mga traces kung unsa atong audience. It might be a meet and greet. It involves identifying the audience and adapting a speech to their interest, level of understanding. Kay basig na siya sa mga area good guys na bukid-bukid na. So we should always be mindful kung unsa lang ang level of understanding na kanang untahay unsa imong speech all about. I-adjust mo siya sa ilang attitudes and belief. So tama siya no na kanang dapat sabihan nato ang audience kung kinsa atong audience. Taking an audience-centered approach, dapat ingana ang ato ang way of speech para maka-adjust ta and we will know and we will adapt to their kind of interest in their ethnicity and as well as culture. So, kinsa pa ang idea? Napabay nag-raise of hand. Di gamay lang ako makita diri. Oh. Kinsa maning wala nag-ano ha. Wait lang guys, manan ako. Okay, Kirk, let's go. Kinsa man na, wala na ako makita. Guys, suggest mo guys, bika na wala pa na ako natawag kay limited lang manggod akong ano diri. Okay, Maurice, ikaw go ahead.
I think it's ano ma'am, it's another way to talk to people before your presentation begins, ma'am. Because before ta mag ano ma'am, like kanang before ta mag ano sa tong speech sa stage na jud ma'am, like we have to ano ma'am, interact with our audience ma'am para makabalot ta like kung makabalot ta ma'am kung unsa ilang mga pag-isip like mag-gather kay kag information ma'am para makabalot ka
Yeah.
na ay kani dili ni niya like inan your anak ay para
Mm.
ma-adjust nimo ma'am para na kay
Yes,
true ma'am kung
definitely.
unsa na siya na klase na audience ma'am. Para dili
Mm.
na kay mga maiwasan na buhaton before ka mag
Mm.
stage.
Yes. Thank you for that. Yes. Tama siya guys no na dili ta magpataka og storya og mga butang. 'Di ba? Naa dira naato dito sa first slide na there's countries, there's region there na kanang ma-offend sila if yung ani mong sinaryahan, yung ani ka mo tan-aw. So dapat studyhan nimo siya kay basig nagpa hawd-hawd lang ka didtuan, wala di ka natulong sa passing. So basig makulatahan kapag human himong speech, 'di ba? So to really kind of build rapport, guys, to build connection, we need to study the audience, to know the audience before the presentation. Okay? Understood? So masabta naman no, understandable naman kaayo no. So
Yes, ma'am.
let's go ahead and let's go to the next slide, which is maintain eye contact. So can someone read this for me, please? Kinsa kung wala na. When Selao, April? When Selao? Go ahead. Nawala be. Ay nawala Jen. Ma'am Jen. Okay, there you go. It's a very emotional moment for Wenceslao. I think you're on mute, ma'am. Guys, madunggan ninyo siya. Yeah.
Dili, ma'am.
Dili ka na mo. Can you fix your mic for a second? Ma'am. Hindi na ako siya madunggan. Hello? Gidaw. Mute ka. On-mute ka. Makita na ko siya. Unmute ka. Okay. Dili na po na siya madunggan. Oh, guba yung mic. Okay, so when Salau, you can just type your answer on the chat box so that you can still share your opinion. Kinsa pag guys, unsa inyong unsa inyong maingon pa? Justin, balik-balik lang lagi ang nasa ako ang ano. Mo lang ni sila ang mga bright. Daghan good guide na ako makita. Ay guys, kung kinsa tong wala pa na ako natawag and nag-raise mo hand, go ahead, storya mo please. Oy, Kirk. Wala pa ka, Kirk. Oh, Kirk.
Wala pa ko, ma'am.
Sige.
Basahan pa, ma'am.
Ayun na, explain na ako unsay mo na sabtan sa maintain eye contact and how we apply it onto delivering a speech.
Based on unsa ako nasabtan, ma'am, ang maintain eye contact da, ma'am, kay kaning makipag eye contact ka sa one of the audience one at a time, kay kung ipadugayon nimo nay uban daw kay it's rude na gid daw sila ha, ma'am. And also, ma'am, sa speech pag nakay ang eye contact mo rag ang attention sa imong listener makuha nimo, ma'am, dili siya makatulog og medyo og kaning ma-feel pod niya, ma'am, kung unsa imong gusto ipa-feel siya ha, ma'am.
Yes, definitely. So, kung na kay eye contact no kay murag you can speak through the eye ba na kanang you can show sincerity ba na kung unsay mong na-feel mo pud ang ma-feel niya. So powerful jud kay ang eyes just jud guys. So kanang importante kay na siya when you are doing speech, right? Okay. So kay ako magud sa una guys kay naga-join kog pageant. So sa una kay na ako'y kining good kana mental block ba. So I think kuan to siya Miss and Mr. Intramurals to siya last second year and third year nag-appeal ko. Kablo ka sa mo akong mata to guys nasa taas. Kaya nag-memorize ko sa akong gusto ingon. So it really took some time to kanang jud para maging effective akong speech na dili na ako mag-memorize, dili na ako magtan-aw sa taas, dili na ako makulbaan. So it took a lot of kaning practice jud. So kinsa tong ganina gani na what if chinito ma'am og singkit og mata unsaon pag eye contact? Pareho naman mubukad man kay imong mata gyapon. I'm sorry, question. O makaka-eye contact gihapon ka, mas na siya, enticing na siya pag singkit ka kadaghan ma-fallan na. Sure. Okay, si Wencel Sao? Si Mark Joseph singkit. Go ahead.
Wenceslao.
Wenceslao. Di ko kabalo basa. Go. Okay, express your...
I-explain lang ako, ma'am. Ang man good, ma'am, ang eye contact man good, ma'am, is more important siya, ma'am, because dili man ka makakonect sa imong audience if walay eye contact, ma'am. And also, ma'am, kanang appeal po siya sa more facial expressions, ma'am, ba nga. Like dili nimo mapa-feel ang imong ginastorya if dili ka mo tan-aw sa iya. And Also ma'am, example ma'am, pag nalang kay dili speech ma'am, pag nalang kay kastorya, if dili gani ka magtan-aw sa iyang mata ma'am kay murag wala lang koy el murag dili good important imo ginastorya ma'am, murag dili niya ma-receive ma'am ba. Ana
Yes.
good ma'am. That's why it's
Mm-mm.
important ma'am.
Mm-mm. Tama, Jud. Very good. So, mo to siya guys, no, importante jud kayang eye contact kay that means that you give importance to the one who is speaking. You appreciate him or her through the eyes na kanang ginatan-aw na to siya. So, kung nagsigir tag lurat-lurat pero so unsa pa man, the eyes could tell what you are feeling, what something like that. So, tama na guys. Mo na to, thank you so much April Joy. So let's go ahead and to the next slide. Kaya na pa yung mag-present next. So can someone read this for me? Speak naturally. Kinsa man yung mga opa diri ha? Wait, ang mananaw sa ako. Ay! Lang. Si Koan. Let me hear it from like balik lang ni mga bright diri ba? Vladimir Kolita.
Hi,
Vladimir.
ma'am.
Hello.
Speak naturally. Talk as if you are having a conversation with the audience. When delivering the speech, make it look effortless, not overly rehearsed or robotic.
Mm-mm. Very good. So what's your opinion about that one?
Ano,
Hatan lang
ma'am?
kamay. Short.
Ako na ba mag-Bisaya?
Okay na, go ahead. You're free.
Kaning mas ma-deliver man gud mo tarong ug mas ma-explain nimo ang imong kuan bitaw nga point, ma'am, sa imong audience if mag-speak ka naturally kanang wala ra nimo kanang murag wala ra nimo gi-memorize ang imong speech bitaw,
Mm-mm.
ma'am. Ana,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah. That's true. True yun na, guys.
Mas
Eh,
makuha siya sa audience.
mm-mm. Because if you sound so transactional, you sound so robotic, then that implies na unsa man ni siya, oy, mura man ni siya nag-memorize, mura man ni siya di sincere sa akong ginaingon. O para dili siya awkward ba na si Juan, John Maurice, tama ba ni? O para dili awkward ba, dapat mag-speak kag naturally. Kaya ako guys, I work at call center before aning ano. Ay nag-work ko karon pero nag-stop lang ko last week. Tapos ang merang ba ang customer ba kay ano siya na you sound so local, you sound so scripted ana siya sa kuha. Tapos mo to kanang mura kung na-offend sa iyo ha kay wala mag good kay nga to jud dapat ang spiel na mo. So, marag na-offend ko sa'yo ha kay, ano daw kaayo ko, scripted daw kay ko, I sound so transactional, more daw ko wala emotion, something like that. So, always be careful, guys, because even if you're doing your best to speak naturally, there are a lot of judgmental people out there that could really criticize still ang way of the way of speaking, right? So, yes, thank you so much, Kinsay. Yeah. Thank you so much sa nag-raise og hand. So, tas ana pa siya sa ako ana kaning na naman gud baboyan dira sa pikas gud. Tapos napoy mga chicken tugkao kana tapos napoy mga iro. So kanang magsagol-sagol na ang kanang sounds ba tapos ang sound ba tapos naga call center ko. So very kuan sila, very sensitive sila pag abot sa what they hear. So very mindful dapat ta kung unsa dapat ta madunggan sa audience kay masking gamay lang na sound it really is kanang dako na sila ha. Okay? Did we get that? All right. So the next and the last slide for my coverage. Go ahead and read this for me. Relate with the audience. Muna na siyang balik-balik, guys. Kinsa man ni? Raise of hand. Kinsa man ni? Wala man. Valestero, Gian Leia.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Number 4, relate with the audience. Identify with the audience by being open or sharing what you have in common with them. Tell a personal story or an anecdote that the audience can relate with.
Mm-hmm. And napay next slide. Sige, next slide sa Jen para isa na lang. Okay, so read that also.
Oh my God.
Balestero. Okay, go ahead.
We need to know that who are my audience, why are they listening to me, what were their concerns, what were their expectations, what are their general beliefs, and what do we have in common.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what did you get? What are your takeaways from what you read?
ano ma'am, once na ano mo ta ma'am, once na relate ka sa ilaha ma'am is mahimong comfortable ang mga tao sa mga so that makakot kag attention sa imong
Mm-hmm.
audiences ma'am.
Yes. That's right. Thank you so much for that. And also kanagong ano, maghatag lang kag short, amusing, interesting story about your life, about an incident that happened, about a story from the past na kanang lingaw kaayo. That could also build rapport with the audience already. Kanang gamay lang man na pakatawa lang gud sa lahat. That is very effective way of building rapport. Okay? So, napa mo idea guys before I give the floor to Jenny Rose. So, as a whole, what did you understand from my discussion? Can I see a raise of hand from a different person na pod? Manawag ko ha, bantay lang dyan yung mga tao diri. Si Koan, si Rakasa. Go ahead, Rakasa. What are your takeaways from the discussion? Last na dyan. Na siya? Wala siya. Kinina lang si ano,
I think
si...
medyo hinay magudang net sa ilang lugar, ma'am.
Okay. How about Ponce, Lester Zoe?
Ma'am?
Hello?
Hello, ma'am.
Go ahead. Unsa ay maka-answer ka kan ay okay ang connection?
Ma'am, di ti ka madunggan ma'am ba kay gaulan diri sa mo ah.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Clifford Floatibels. 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 Okay, mabalik na lang ko. Ay, naa si Clifford, wala. Okay, Roji, go ahead.
Ano ma'am, kanang wait ma'am. Anang ma'am ask ko ma'am kung unsa aming sa take away ma'am.
Ay, sorry guys kung nag-ingon-ingon ko. Takeaways kung unsay mo nakuha sa ato ang discussion. Like imuhang dala-dalaon hantud sa lifetime and takeaways. Charot. Bitaw unsay mo nasabtan, no? Ano siya takeaways ha?
Katong ano ma'am, base sa ano ma'am, sa katong gi-discuss nimo ma'am na ways to establish rapport ma'am, which is tong first is talk to people before your presentation. Second is maintain eye contact. Third is speak naturally. And the lastly is relate with the audience. So among the ano ma'am sa four ways ma'am, I think most of them focuses on audience ma'am kasi yeah, audience ma'am, right? Because
Yes, audience should.
audience is a crucial or is a crucial I mean significant part of a speech ma'am because useless ang imong speech ma'am kung ang panamina ma'am kung walay audience ma'am ano ma'am.
Yes, definitely. Okay, that's correct jud no. Audience jud ang ato ang tibuok jud na ano dari nagpalibot-libot lang atong topic sa audience kay mo naman jud na ang purpose jud nganong kailangan ta maging prepared because we have audience that would listen to us, no? So, just like upon my observation sa inyo ba, I mean your class with Ma'am Ada, I really noticed na you're very close with each other, right? Like closer mo ni Ma'am Ada, right? And kana you are very free to say what you want. It's like you are learning at the same time you're building bond together. So manotice na ko nga kaning naga-joke-joke mo with each other while doing the activity, and that is really great representation of establishing a rapport, guys. So that is very effective because you're like having fun while you're learning, and I know na kanang pag naka-answer mo kay muhatag din si Ma'am Ada og positive feedback for you guys, praises or word of admiration. So like kanagong simple lang na howda nimo uy, very good. That's actually a great impact na sa estudyante, right? So that simple statement can boost already someone's confidence, no? Na it will lead someone to participate even more because he heard that I am great. He heard that he was great. That was said by her teacher, something like that. So, that is also one way of establishing rapport in the classroom. So, in return, you yourselves became comfortable na sa kay Ma'am Ada and sige na lang magstoryan. Wala na mo'y pressure, wala na hesitation. So, mo po nang mahitabo if na ang audience di mo comfortable sa imo, they can raise question without hesitation. They can raise every suggestion they want. Dili man sila hesitant kay you make them feel comfortable man. Okay? So, I think that sums up everything there. I mean, my coverage. So, therefore, I will give the floor to my co-teacher, student teacher. And before I give the stage to Ma'am Jenny, do you have any question or clarification, violent reaction, suggestion? Kasabot man ta guys na very easy ang topic, so ginapataas-taas lang nato kay very ano lang yun siya, very easy. And I really appreciate guys ang inyuhang participation. Very bright kay, very intelligent mo guys, and I know you have a long way to go pa anang dako mo future. Thank you for your time and thank you for participation. Have a great day everyone. Ma'am Jenny, you can take the floor.
Okay, good afternoon everyone.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon,
Miss.
ma'am.
Good afternoon,
Ayan,
ma'am.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Let me introduce
Good
first
afternoon, ma'am.
myself. Yes, good afternoon. By the way, I am Jenny Rose Yarte, an FS student, classmate with teacher Eliza. I'm a 22 years old and taking up a BS Ed major in English from the University of Mindanao. So I know you learned already the report. Guys, na ba may na-learn? Na ba?
Yes, Miss.
Ayan. I know you daghan jud kayo mag-learnings nga nakuha gikan kay Teacher Eliza. So by the way, before that, let's have the continuation of the activity, the 4 picks 1 word. Kabalo mo, I know already that you know the 4 picks 1 word. So all you have to do guys is to chat here in the chat box. Kita na ko inyong mga answer here. Ayan. Okay. So next. Ayan. So unsa inyong makita ani nga picture? No, na ay lalaki na nagstorya, na ay dalunggan, na ay pero nga nagpa-cute. Pero naka-raise ang iyahang yes, I see. Yeah, listen. Daghan kaayo. Ayan. And the correct word is very good. Listen. Anong kailangan or what is the importance of listening if mag-build ka og report? Sige daw, be? Any hand? Sige daw, nagbalik-balik na dyan ni sila, oh. Sige, kinsa man ang wala pa dali. Ay, kini si Marian Abo-Abo. Sige daw.
So, why is it? Hi, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon po.
Sige daw. For you, what is listen? Or unsa ang importance sa listen sa topic na to about report?
Okay. Listening is important because without para pag wait. Ano, important ang listen because we really need to listen when someone is giving his or her speech. So, kailangan na to mag-listen para makabalot ta unsa yang topic or unsa yang what is his or her speech, ma'am.
Ayan, tama jud no. Kay kung dili ta maminaw, dili ta maka-learn, dili ta mag-understand, there will be a miscommunication between the speaker and the audiences. Kinsa pa man ang nag-raise of hands? Ito be, nawala pa si Francisco Joseph.
For me, ma'am.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes.
For me, why it can be, I mean, now how important a report. For my opinion, need siya because akad ka giingon ni Marian na atong agang hinay mo na ay mukang mo ang ingon. Akad aga like ang ba ang gagawin sa aka mismo ang iba to ka-speaker, ang speech ng iba ka-audience mo mismo. And the fact that ang point mo ba ka speaker is to encourage and to spread awareness or to talk about the situation na good, ma'am.
Yeah.
Something like nag-speak ang speaker ka mga interested or ka mga learning ka-audience.
Ayan, thank you so much. Very good, Francisco. Sige na, apa diri naga-chat sa chat box. Answer me, ma'am. Sige, kisa man ang first dari si I think kumana ni si Justin Moka. Si Mark Jr., si Kirk, si Kirk Christian Dolosa. Sige daw.
Hello, ma'am. Audible ko, ma'am.
Yes, you are.
On my own perspective, ma'am, listening is important, ma'am, because as we all know, in order to build intimacy or connection, we need a communication.
Yes.
And communication requires listening, not just hearing. From the word listening, it requires attention and focus. And if you want your words to be get in the heart of the listener, you need to get their attention. So that's why listening is important. Also, listening is vital in the speech because without the listener, the speech is nothing. And if the listener didn't listen, your speech is just a no one.
Yeah, no, kay kung walay maminaw, useless ang imong pagstorya. Kung walay audiences na maminaw sa imuha. So tama jud to. Thank you for your answers. Grabe ka competitive boy, giigang gud ko diri. Grabe kayo mga raisins diri pero daghan pa tag activity. So next, 4 picks 1 word, kini. So unsa ang inyuhang makita diri na ay tao, nag-ana-ana, so na siya. Diba? Taas-taas siya, pero kaya na ninyo guys, kamo pa ba? Body gesture, body language. Wait. Let me see. Ayan. Sige, taghan na correct answer. Oy. So, indeed, the correct answer is body language. So, nganong importante ang body language? It is included in my ways sa pag-build of rapport. Pero in your own opinion, sige daw, mag-ask ko sa inyo, why is it important nga naatay or to be aware of our body language when we're speaking? Okay, let me see. A raise of a hand. 5. Sige. Naay nag-raise pero gitanggal niya yung kamot. Kalingaw. Sige. 5. Kinsa to ganina gani? Ay, taas na kaayo. Okay. Kini si... Ay, umana naman yun siya. Ay, kini si Mark Joseph. Kini si Mark Joseph, kay kaisa lang daw siya. Short lang ha, short lang. Di ba, anak?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
O sige, wala na niyo ako.
Yes, ma'am. So, I think body language, I thought your question, ma'am, is why body language is important when we are delivering a speech, ma'am. Okay. So, I think body language is very important, or it's very significant that we also observe not only our stage presence or the modulation or yung mga factors na gina-consider natin in our last task discussion, diba? So body language is very important because we have also to observe kung our gestures, our facial expressions is okay ba? Kasi baka it's look like awkward na sa mga tao and it's kind of very annoying. So you have also to observe that one, and also you have to practice para maging nice yung facial expressions mo, gestures, and also maganda siya. Ganyan lang, that's all. Thank you.
Indeed.
Yes, mo.
Pwede na ka magkuan sa kuwang topic. Tama dyan siya, no? The gestures, tanan ninyo nga mga body language, dapat you need to be aware of that. Kaya, of course, ka na ginatanaw po na sa inyo ang mga audiences. So, yes, correct? So, last but not the least, kini. Okay. Sige, naay lalaki pero naay shadow na, which is Strong man, na babae. Yes? Uy! Pinakauna. Tagaan ng plus points ni si Roan. Okay, so nganong importante ang confidence when we are speaking in front of the crowd? Raise your hands. Sige daw. Ay, kini si Roji Kakar. Na si Roji Kakar.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon po, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, importante ang confidence, ma'am, para sa mag-speech, ma'am, because para maging focus po tayo sa ating goal po sa ating speech and the objective of our speech, then para it helps us to maging para dili ta mag-stutter, ma'am, sa in a certain stage, ma'am, kay kung kulbaan man gud ta, ma'am, usahay mental block ta, ma'am, or dili maklaro ang atong pag-pronounce sa certain words, ma'am. So confidence, ma'am, is kailangan jud na importante jud na, ma'am, sa speech, ma'am.
Tama jud no, kay kanang pag ma-mental block ka pag naanak ka sa tubangan, grabe imong preparation, pero imong confidence kinawala na. Tungod kay pagkakita nimo sa crowd, ay daghan kaayo tao, dili ko parang ana god. So you need to be confident in speaking and you need also to be prepared. Sige, naa pa. Si Francisco, ay wait lang, kung ano man ako nino, ganina. Ay, kini daw si Roan. Si Roan man ang pinakauna nga naka-answer, ani. Sige daw, Roan, nga nung confidence man dahil ang nigawa sa imuhang mind pagkakita ni mo, ani.
Ma'am, ma'am? Confident siya, ma'am, kahit
Yes,
katungkuan, ma'am. Kaning murag diri sa pictures ng kay klaro, ma'am. And ano siya, ma'am, kanang katang sa first na picture, ma'am, murag ano siya, ma'am, kanang murag na siya self-esteem good, ma'am. Ay, ma'am, tapos kaning I can kitanggal yung team, ma'am, ma'am. Tapos confidence is important, ma'am, kay para kanang ma-deliver ni mo ang speech successfully and ma'am, kanang efficiently, ma'am, kay kapag kulbaan ka, ma'am, kanang dili ka maka-focus.
Yeah. Tama jud, Roan. No, prepare na kaayo ka pero nauna ang imuhang kakulba. So, mo to, nawala imong pagka-confident. Daghan kaayog nag-chat pero dili isa jud nako entertain kay ang time nagadagan. No, daghan kayo gusto pero at least nakatry mo og answer. Ana lang, grabe ka competitive. Believe na lang ko diri. No, sa kadaghan jud. Sige lang, sige lang. Sige, next. Yan, confidence, tara. So, move forward na ta. Ay, dara pa na ay. Kini, last 3 questions. So, let's take a break. So far, what did you understand about rapport? Since Teacher Eliza already talked about rapport, so for you, what did you understand? Short lang, short. Kini si Justin Mocha kay kaisa lang daw siya. O, di ba? Nag-chat siya, ma'am. Yes.
Yes. Okay, ma'am, from kanina kay ma'am, sino nga po yun, ma'am? Ma'am Eliza? Correct me po if I'm wrong. Po, ma'am, kanina po galing kay ma'am Eliza and coming from you, ma'am. So far, I understand about rapport is that rapport trying to emphasize and clear or emphasize to us that speaker and audience is very diverse from each other, and if we are the speaker, we should also try to influence or try to boost our confidence itself. Because if you have no confidence, if you have no enough confidence, you can't, you can't allow yourselves to be there, to be there in that kind of situation, or to speak in front of many people. And also, if you are an audience, you must also listen. Hindi lang dapat makibagay ka, kasi as we all know kanila, like what I've said, na speaker and audience is very diverse from each other. And as an audience, kailangan gampanan natin yung dapat natin gampanan. Hindi tayo pwedeng makibagay doon sa speaker, and kundi dapat tayong makipuso. Because if you are always listening through your ears, possible marami kasing thoughts and opinions, ma'am. If iba't ibang speaker at iba ring opinion and thoughts, ma'am. But if you hear and listen coming from your heart, I think, ma'am, you can probably understand what you're trying to, what is your goal, bakit ka nandoon, bakit ka naging audience sa ganoong platform, and then, or sa ganoong situation. And then also, and as a speaker also, doon mo kukunin, ma'am, doon mo kukunin doon papasok yung ethnocentrism na hinahanap natin, which is their culture. Sinasabi ganina ni Miss Eliza, ma'am, na yung culture is very important. Kasi pag hindi mo yun, pag hindi mo yun pina-finalize or pinapasok yung culture nila, possible, ma'am, na hindi maniniwala yung mga tao. Kagaya ng, like for example, if pumunta ka sa isang tribo or Igorot or Mandaya, then pupunta ka English ka, mag-speak ka, or gagamitin mong language is English, probably you must also try to understand that not all Mandaya, not all Igorot, or not all tribes can understand what your language or what that you use na language. And then also, yung ethnocentrism evolves, goes by, kailangan natin intindihin, kailangan natin pasukin para yung target natin maging successful. If maging if you build a relationship na together with them, possible magiging yung target mo magiging successful siya, at yung pagod mo na pinupuhos mo sa speech mo ay magiging successful, magiging mapapalitan ng magandang result po. Yun lang po.
Yan, grabe, Anderson. Wala ba kayong mga kamay dyan? Woo! Grabe! Thank you so much. I know daghan jud kaayo siya na-understand sa report. Dili na nakumay sa isa. Pero tama to tanan iyang giingon na you need to be to listen also to others. And also, if naa ka daw sa Mandaya, mo jud ako nakuha ba, if naa ka sa lahi nga tribo, of course, you will not speak English since dili man sila maka-understand. So also, this is a two-way process. You need to be concerned with them, and they will also be concerned with you. So indeed, rapport is a close, harmonious relationship sa both, dili lang sa speaker, but it is speaker and the audiences. So you need to establish relationship. So also, pag mag-speak pod ka, they will enjoy your speech. Pag naka-build, naka-rapport, they will enjoy your speech and always remember your message. Kaya diba, way back atong elementary pa or high school, even though dili kay siya how na teacher, but she is really good in building rapport. All the words that comes from her mouth will always be remembered until now nga tagtigulang na ta. Parang nga na siya, no? So you need to build, yeah. So yan, for the next question. Thank you so much, sir. So for the next question, kini, state or recite the 4 ways to establish rapport in delivering a speech. I know Teacher Eliza already nung gibalik-balik sa iya, gibalik-balik na jud ang upat. So gusto ko manawag o giingon kung unsa tong 4 ways in establishing rapport in delivering a speech. Sige daw, be. Sige. Ay, si Abobo. Sige daw, Marian Abobo. But, kailangan ka naka-close og eyes. Yeah, you need to close your eyes. Since, di ba, upat na, na-chat koan. kabalo ko, gibalik-balik na to siya. But you need to close your eyes or either magtalikod baka sa amo. Sige, tagaan ta ka og 2 minutes. Ay, 2
Close
minutes, 1
eyes lang,
minute.
ma'am.
Ay, seconds lang. 20 seconds. Sorry.
20 seconds, ma'am?
Oo.
Wait. Wait lang. Masano? The 4 ways of how to establish rapport is talk to your audience first, speak naturally, maintain eye contact, and relate to your audience.
Yan! Very good! Sige, next. Nangawala ang reason. Wala na yung nag-raise again. Asa na tong mga kuan? Asa naman to sila? Sige. Kini si... Ay, mangita ko. Wala nag-raise of hands, babe. Sige daw, babe. Let me see. Kini si Balestero. Balestero. Since nag-open ka man. Sunod si Gerald Gonzalez, ha? Sige.
Lang, ma'am. Di ko ready, ma'am. Wait lang.
Sige. Ay. Sige. Tagaan mo 20 seconds.
Hindi lang. Dahil kalimot ko, wait lang.
Sige, unahon na to si Gerald. Ako to si Gerald. Isa may mauna sa inyo, ha? Duha.
Si Gerald lang.
Si Gerald. Kung naiiring kanina. Sige. Sige, Gerald. Magampo sa ta.
Ma'am, sauban na lang.
Sige, kinsa man. Ay, kinina lang si Mark Joseph. Sige, last na si Mark Joseph.
Ma'am,
sige,
ako, ma'am.
Si Maurice.
Ma'am, yata na ka Maurice, ma'am. Ako na.
Wala pa si Maurice, ma'am.
Ma'am, next question na ni ma'am, no?
Luwi ni si Maurice daw, ma'am. Kaila ko na daw, ma'am.
Si Maurice na lang.
Ma'am, si Maurice na lang, ma'am. Ako sa last question, ma'am. Ako sa last question, ma'am.
May answer, ma'am.
Sige, Maurice. Close your eyes and state the 4 ways in establishing rapport.
The 4 ways of establishing rapport is to talk to people or the audience before your presentation begins. Make eye contact, speak naturally, and relate with your audience.
Ayan, tama dun siya, no? You need to talk to the people before you present. You need to maintain eye contact, speak naturally, kay basig pa parehata. Marami katong grape, di ba? Nagdali-dali na sila, so wala na nila na storya og tarong, kay nagdali-dali na sila. So you need to speak naturally and relate with your audiences. So last question is, Kini. Give other ways to establish rapport in your own understanding. Since naa naman tong upat, so for you guys, in your own word, unsaon ninyo pag-build or establish rapport sa inyuhang understanding. Sige. Last one na lang ni siya. Short lang, ha? Kumana ni si Wayne? Sige,
Ma'am,
Wayne. Yes, Wayne.
kaisar ko kaginiya mo.
Wala pa na siya, ma'am.
Sige, Wayne. Ikaw na
Kuan,
dyan.
ma'am.
It's your time.
Kuan, ma'am. Presentable, ma'am.
Yes. You need
Kanang
to be presentable.
para dili kay ka kuan, ma'am. Kanang bro kanang katugo sa first impression, di ba, ma'am? Maka-build din kag rapport if kanang presentable ka.
Yeah.
Di ba, if kanang kuntay hugaw kay ka kay wala jud tao jud na moduol jud sa imo. So meaning ana kailangan pud ka na imong sarili presentable pod.
Yan, tama dyan siya, no? And naana siya sa ako ang slide next. Thank you so much, Wayne. So let's move forward. Ayan. So, ang ikalima na ways to establish rapport is to approach your presentation from your audience perspective, not your perspective. So, first, you need to address their concerns, speak to their interests, the values, and aspiration. Like, for example, if you're going to run as a government official, right? So dili ka ay yes moingon ka og mga credentials nimo tanan, but imuhang point dira is you need to address the concerns of people. Dili ang imong perspective but their perspective. Like for example kay Digong, di ba, about sa drugs. The concern is to help to progress the Philippines, which is one of the reason of poverty is drugs. So ang iyang gusto is to diminish or to minimize the drug something, and mo to siya. So parang isa to siya sa mga na-hook din ang mga tao, right? So nga okay, kini siya kay Barag. Tama ni siya ang iyahang ginaingon, parang iana gud siya. So mo to siya, you need to speak to their interest, sa may interest sa mga tao, the values and the aspiration. Help them solve problems that bother them. Like for example, if you are a speaker and if there are nasa mga questions regarding sa imuhang topic, so help them to answer. Dili lang kay maghatag ka kay para maglipog na ang ilahang utok. So yan. So avoid words that are jargon. Diba, you already know what is the meaning of jargon?
Yes, ma'am.
Ha?
Yes, ma'am.
You already know, diba, sa meaning ang jargon, diba? Words that are, or special words or expression that are used particularly in profession or that are difficult to understand. Like, for example, pag maingon siya na, I need a script in order to pick up the medicine. So, unsa siya nga script? Script ba sa pagdrama? Parang ana ba? But the meaning of this is medical jargon for prescription or ang reseta. So, ganyan. Diba, wala ta ka-understand, ana, because it is a jargon for us. We can't understand that word. So, if you're going to be a speaker, dili ka mag-use of words na kanang dili maka-understand imuhang audiences. So, as para madali siya, dapat ka ng easy words that can be understood para mag-flow lang ang imuhang topic. So, yan. Then, cite evidences. So, next. Ayan. Number 6 is choosing the right words. So, choosing the right word will guarantee that you will convey exactly what you mean, whereas choosing the incorrect word can sound wrong or can change the meaning of the statement. Diba, if you're going to be a speaker, okay lang ba na magstorya ka og atik daraha? Is it right? Lala ko kanungog og. Diba no, jud siya. Kasi if mustorya ka ana, then naay nakabalo something ana nga nag-ingon ka, then dili naka tuuhan. So it is important to use an appropriate word while speaking so you can there will be no miscommunication, because miscommunication will often lead to dispute and suspicion. Mo nang kamo pag magstorya mo in front of the crowd or pag mag-report mo, you need to choose right words and not the wrong ones. Tama ba? Are we there?
Yes.
Ayan, di ba naay uban nga sa atoa lang na way no nga ang nagstorya siya na 50-50 daw siya te. 50-50 siya sa hospital, then to the other ko ante patay na siya. Di ba? Parang nauna ka. Unsa man? So, choose the right words. Kung unsa ang right word, 50-50 or patay, di ba? Kay ang uban, sa mo taging ana na case, di ba? Pag may patay, patay na siya, pero 50-50 dahil siya. Di ba? So, same lang gihapon na siya. Pero depende. But the important is you need to choose the right words. So, next. Number 7. Ayan. Kisa ka dito nag-answer ganina? To be presentable
Wayne,
now? Yeah, si Wayne. What is siya, Wayne? Dress appropriately. So, dress a little more formal in order to establish your credibility and authority. Dress appropriately for your profession, that whatever you wear, make sure it's neat and clean. So, we like it or not, appearance does matter. Tama ba? No, it really
Yes, ma'am.
matters. First impression and overall appearance of a speaker is really important, right? Like
Yes, ma'am.
an audience often forms an impression of a speaker before any words are spoken. Like if ang teacher nag-invite og speaker, then pag invite niya makita nimo siya nga kanang confident kay siya tungod sa iyahang sinina. Makita ba ninyo or ma-distinguish ba na ninyo?
Yes, ma'am.
No? Sige
Yes,
daw,
ma'am.
babe. Sige, kinsa man diri Ikaw daw, Mark Joseph, unsa man ang imuhang pagtan-aw sa isa ka tawo nga kini kay
Yes,
kuan jud ni
Asa,
siya,
ma'am.
confident jud kayo ni siya in terms of ang imong makita jud.
I think, ma'am, no, like, wait lang, ma'am. For me, ma'am, I think manotice akong isa ka tao if that person is willing to do this something. Specifically, ma'am, for example, when karang doing a report, ma'am, for example, in a class, ma'am, let's say in a class, di ba? If that student, ma'am, really prepared so much, di ba, allowed man na use of formal attire, ma'am. And, you know, you can see sa estudyante, ma'am, na he is very kanang, or he or she is very kanang prepared. Like you, ma'am, like the FS teachers, diba? They're really prepared of their, even though it is just a synchronous class, pero they give enough time, you know, to prepare themselves to make them look presentable sa mga student nila. So that is very important when doing a speech, ma'am, because di ba mapansin ka sa tao. Example, you know, we cannot hide here in the Philippines that especially if you're attractive or you know has that looks kay mapansin jud ka. And if you are comfortable of your clothes, of your kanang mga gipangsuot nimo, you know, you would be confident not only on talking but your gestures, your body language, di ba? Maging confident ka. So I think it's very important to establish this dress appropriately kasi hindi ka naman pwede magsuot ng mga casual attire lang like, you know, pambalay ka, madto kag isa ka event, you know, basher, kami basher here in the Philippines. So you have also to consider them. No, if you don't want to be judged, if you don't want to be criticized by other people, you know, you have also to consider them. So to mga formal na mga events, considered siya. But in informal na mga events, like you can wear casual, so magdepend gaman ka sa environment, ma'am, o kanang sa location. Di ba naman to sa target analysis, ma'am, audience analysis that you have to consider the audience location, demographic, behaviors, yeah. Yes,
yeah, tama no. Dapat i-add si Roan, dapat presentable ka kay para dili machika sa mga marites na tsaka daw kag face. Indeed, no? Kay when you are really in front of the people, wala pa lang ka nagstorya, na-criticize na ka, na-judge na ka dira. Kung kini ba siya, prepare ba ni siya, or kini ba siya, di ba ka nang naiwan, magdagandagan kasingot kaayo, parang dili sila prepare. Like sa amuan, naligo mi kaunog, charot. Ka 20 mi naligo karon, charot, dili ay. Pero nagligo mi, we dress ourselves na maging presentable sa inyo ha, even though ang uban naga-turn off og cam, because we dress appropriately para parang ingnon mi, dili ingnon nga kuan ni ha, pero we establish our credibility and authority as your teacher for today. Now, we prepare for this na maka-learn mo sa amoa because we are making ourselves na mahimo ng future teacher. So ayan. So kamo pod, if you're going to present, I know if pag mag face to face na, di ba, siya bigo pa siya suot kabalo kung mag-report ni siya. Di ba? Na may mga ingana, ay mag-report ka no, kay nakatuksido ka, kay nakakuan ka, di ba? So ingana na siya, you need to dress appropriately kay kung ano pa ni Mark Joseph, kung nakapambalay lang ka, then magkuan ka, burag ang mga tao kay magduwa-duwa o sabot or magduwa-duwa o trust mo kung prepare ba ka, kung tama ba yung words na kina-utter, burag connect the dots na natanan ba? Tungod lang anang dress appropriately. So you need to dress up, guys, and make sure it's neat and clean. So last but not the least, last na dyan siya, guys, is mind your body language. So pay attention to your nonverbal cues and mannerism, body posture, eye contact, facial expression. When someone is speaking to you, face them. make comfortable eye contact and mirror their expression as they speak. So it is really important to have to pay attention to your nonverbal cues, di ba? Kay what if magstorya ka dira in front tapos magsikag ana. Inito siya guys. Di ba? Namin nga classmate guys, di ba? Grabe kay yung movement sa iyang hands. So please if kung kuan pa, dapat i-minimize na siya guys kay barag dilit na siya maayo nga magsige
Inala ko dati, ma'am.
No, kay barag samo kaayo sa man jud imong gusto ingon, di ba?
Yes, ma'am. Nabara pa kundaan pa.
Di ba kay Rowan sa ano Rowan? Hello guys, good morning students, di ba? Barag kuan kayo. So you need to be aware of your non-verbal cues. Ang imong mannerism, kung di ba maingon sila na kanang kung maingon sa sayaw, ayon sa sayaw gani na though ay kanang wala na extra movement. So pag napod mo sa front or sa people, no extra movement, then be confident na dara in front. So yeah. Okay, so unsa pa man? Kini, when someone is speaking to you, face them and make comfortable eye contact. Kay pag naay mangutana si imo tapos mingon ka, na pud siya, nga mangutana man siya. Diba? Kung ikaw asay ka siya, ano siya, diba? Lain ka ay imong na, wala na nagkadimaw, imuhang mga kilay, imuhang baba, wala na ba. But you need to, dapat dili mo maging ana. Diba? So, pag naay gusto mo ingon sa imuha, atubangan sila. And make a comfortable eye contact. Sige, unsa man imong concern, parang ana. So that makabuild mo og rapport and build relationship to one another. So, okay? Mulang ba to? Ayan. Thank you for listening, guys. I know daghan kaayo jud mo na learn. Daghan ba? Or sige na lang tagkatawa ani. Hello.
Daghan po.
Pulot of
Yes,
the
ma'am.
day.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
pag na-learn sa amo ni Teacher Eliza, I know very short lang kayo ang topic na report. But nag-hope mi sa inyo ha guys na dili lang ni siya sa school, dili lang ni siya, but this is an everyday or everyday ninyo na nag-encounter na mag-build og rapport sa inyong balay, sa tao sa gawas, sa mall, sa inyong friends, ana. So, pwede ninyo ni siya ma-apply.
Lifelong skill.
Yeah, lifelong skills. So, napabay mo yung questions? Anybody?
Si Mark Joseph mo muna na magtudlo.
Grabe na yung attention mo.
Katong isa pod katong murag pastor katong
wala dili jud ako ni malimutan. Unsa man nga section? Simuka na, ma'am.
Simuka, grabe uy. Professor na maguro.
Murag wa pa siya kini sila mga feature.
Ano man naman, wala kay talent mag-focus.
Father mo ka. Nag-raise man si Roan. Pastor pa nga. Nice, sige kayo insurance. Hala! Hala ka. Sa Shopee lang. Maklaro na ay. Abig ko na kung dili maklaro. Shopee! Salamat Shopee. Pag 12-12, makita ni ninyo.
12-12. Nag-promote na.
12-12.
Promotion na.
Charla dili ay. Sige. Asa si ma'am? Hello, ma'am. Si mag-story sa ata. Wala pa man si ma'am.
Hello?
Ay, tara. Hi, ma'am.
Wow, thank you, Ma'am Jen, and thank you, Ma'am Eliza, for this afternoon discussion. Class, pag-thank you mo sa lahat.
Ma'am,
thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
And class,
You're
sabi ko
welcome.
announcement. This is our last meeting.
Okay.
Class, last meeting na nato karon.
Alam, ma'am.
Why, ma'am?
Last meeting na nato karon kay humana amo humana amo ang kuan sa inyo ha, and last demo na pod nako ni.
Ay,
So, dili masad lang ko kay Dugay-dugay na po ta, dili magkita or dili na jud siguro ta rin yung magkita. And
Lingawan na ta.
then, bitaw class. Ang
Ma'am.
ako alang ano karon is kay last meeting naman nato ni na ako'y concerned sa mga kulang pa, napay mga kulang. Aware mo nga katong kung kinsa man to sila nga naay mga kulang, please magpabilin kay mag-consultation ta.
Ma'am,
Po?
siguro if bago man mag-leave, ma'am, we would like to say thank you very much, ma'am, talaga. Thank you so much to such a kind person to us, and also ma'am especially pangunahan ko na po si Miss Roan po, yung president namin, no. We would like to say congratulations kay naka-survive ka na antos nimo may sa mo super ang pag-extend sa mga deadlines and sa mga thesis na mo, and we are very proud to have you, even though little time lang ang nahatag sa amo to have you po, but still we are very grateful and thankful na naka ano na naaka sa amo karon, na even though last na nini mo na magtudlo sa amo, because yeah, you have still a journey to ano pa to face pa, but still I hope na someday somehow magkakita ta, ma'am, or magkamita ninyo, and accidentally, if pwede accidentally or intentionally pa rin pwede. Kadto lang, ma'am. Thank you kaayo, ma'am, sa tanan-tanan. Thank you especially sa imong mga ginabuhat sa amo, ma'am, na as much as possible utabay sa among mga jokes, as much as possible makibagay sa amo, even though you are a very, let's say i-consider na tamo ikaw, ma'am, na as a professional talaga, ma'am, as a great professional talaga, ma'am. But you know, ma'am, I hope na as you continue to uplift your ma'am, your journey, I hope na magtuloy-tuloy imong ma'am, yung success mo po, magtuloy-tuloy yung mabuti nyo po na tao, and especially I hope na pag makapasar na ka po, I hope makahanap din ka trabaho, ma'am, para to pay all those struggles and circumstances na sa naning abot sa imo or di gi-face nimo sa imong kinabuhi. Thank you kaayo, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you, Justin. Oh my God, dili ko gusto mo hilak. Dapat happy ta. Dapat happy
Hello,
ta nga
everyone.
Hilak ka, ma'am.
Iiyak na yan.
Well, before I will give the floor
Hilak
to
ka daw.
Ma'am Ada, as her cooperating teacher, since I just came in lang last month sa university, yeah, people may come and go, di ba? And at the